He's gearing up for the season finale of Hollywood Medium. Here to tell us more. I mean, who else would we have but Mr. Tyler Henry. Hello, sir.
Hi everyone.
I know, smack dab in the amusement park. How you doing?
Doing great. Season 4. It's been crazy.
That went like
So fast. 9 episodes, and our season finale is coming up.
Let me ask you this, because you can see things.
Yeah.
How many seasons are we doing this?
Well, you know, that's a good question. You'll have to call the network and ask them. They have the psychic visions.
I don't know if the network's more powerful than the people in the sky. I'm just saying. It's pretty exciting what's
Yes.
going on.
I'm so thankful.
Your mom obviously knew that this was your future once you guys had that conversation at a very young age.
Yeah.
God bless her, she was like, go for it.
Yeah, truly.
Can you imagine what you'd be doing if your mom was really against this
You know,
gift?
I probably would have been a hospice nurse, which would have been a great job.
That's great.
But, you know, at
Depressing.
It would have. But, you know, with the nature of my ability, I would have been able to help people. And that's actually what I wanted to do because I graduated high school when I was 16. So I was going to
Wow.
become a hospice nurse. But
No matter what, you were going to help people.
Exactly.
I love that. You had some pretty impactful people that you read this season. Who were some of your favorites?
Well, you know, I'd say Anne Heche was one of my favorites. Just because that reading was so non-traditional. It was the first time where I've actually sat with a person and they got up during the reading and left.
Really?
She was so emotionally overwhelmed with what she was hearing from her brother and the connections and the validations that were coming through. She just had to like get up and leave. And she didn't walk me to the door. It just ended there.
She was just like, get out?
Kind of, yeah.
Seriously?
But it was very emotional, and you never know. I mean, sometimes shock is you know, surprise. Other times shock is just more of an internal thing, and she was shocked.
How much do you sort of like edit yourself, knowing that things are going to be like really hard and traumatic to take in?
Well, I really liken my job to that of a mailman, so I just deliver the mail, just deliver the
Good for
message.
you.
But how I deliver it is a responsibility, so I try to be diplomatic and considerate to the client's feelings. The fact that what we're filming is airing in 130 countries, you know, you have to be really aware of how that's going to affect a person. So I
Did
try
you
to do my
notice that
best.
slight humble brag right in the middle of that?
You know,
Just
130 countries.
a little bit of a humble brag.
It happens.
Okay, like hair behind the ear. Really amazing.
Thank you.
So you're not only having Americans like coming up to you at all times of the day, but like globally. That must get overwhelming because you can feel everything at all times.
Yeah.
So how are you protecting yourself?
Well, you know, it's really helped to have a process. You know, you'll see in these readings I scribble, and that's really my way of kind of turning on and starting to connect. And then when I'm not scribbling, I kind of shut down. So that allows me to navigate crowds to the best of my ability and not see dead grandmas walking around.
Oh my goodness. But it's not like you have that much time.
Right.
Right? How much are we working and when do you like get away and you can just get back to Tyler and boothing?
Yeah, well, I need to work on that. I need to definitely get a little bit more balance, but you know, I gotta
It's your
strike.
responsibility
gotta
too, boothing.
Strike while the iron's hot.
I should get his name. What's his name?
Clint.
Hi, Clint.
Clint Boothing.
Clint, aka Boothing. Yes, he's like, honey, time away from the
Yep.
angel.
Yep, but it's good. It's great. It allows me to connect with everyone in my life on a deeper level.
Yeah. And with Anne, you had she was a believer, so
Yeah.
you knew that she was gonna possibly be emotional, but you didn't think it was gonna go to that level.
Exactly, and I never know. I mean, I never know where I'm going or who I'm reading, but even when a client says they're a believer, you know, you never know really how that's going to go. And in her case, the messages were so personal, and you'll see in the episode so specific that she knew her brother was coming through, and she never thought she was going to get to talk to him again.
Wow.
And she did, and that was intense.
You know, we've seen you over the last 4 years. You've come on the show, and I definitely feel like you are so much more rooted in your gift as well,
Thank you.
which is really beautiful. You're like, this is what I got to do. I know you may not be a believer, but you're gonna get the hot sauce anyway.
Exactly, we're going to do a scribble.
Right? We're gonna
Yep.
do a scribble. You can take it and frame it and all as well.
Exactly.
But now I hear that you've gotten some tests done on your brain,
Yes.
which is kind of amazing. How did that all come about?
Yeah, well, in last season I sat with Dr. Drew, and he was so interested in what he experienced that he wanted to follow up and potentially do a brain scan of a reading. And I was really interested because I had my own questions about my brain during the process. So he hooked me up to a brain scan, and it's in the season finale. You'll see the full results and the full reading.
Wow.
He selected the client to keep it completely authentic, and it was actually Steve-O who he selected from Jackass.
Well, that'll send your brain
So
somewhere.
he was a skeptic, to say the least. And,
Right.
you know, I loved it. You'll see the full transformation of how that happened and the brain results that actually came through. So it was fascinating.
So, like, things are happening.
Yes, so
Is your brain like my brain?
it's very different according to what the scan showed. Basically,
Really?
I'm not going to butcher the explanation because Dr. Drew explains it much better, but my brain waves definitely went through some massive changes that weren't normal, and they didn't align with what was being seen as far as me communicating and talking and, you know, interacting with Steve-O. My
Right.
brain looked like it was asleep. So it was pretty-
While you were reading?
While I was reading, while I was fully conscious. So,
Ooh,
yeah,
that's really deep.
definitely.
That reminds you of like I see dead people when
Right.
he's in bed. Like that's what the visual that I get, which
Yeah.
is so not appropriate right now.
Well, it's like a waking daydream. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way when you are doing reads? Obviously, the scribble kind of puts you
Sure.
in that space, but do you feel different in your headspace between your reads and not reading?
Definitely. I find when I start scribbling, I kind of go into a different world. I mean, I can still see what I'm staring at or whatever, but it's almost like information becomes overlaid. And it's almost like having a song stuck in your head that you can't really ignore.
I love when you say, look, they keep saying it, I don't know what it means, I gotta say it.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, wow, they're coming in right now.
Popping in. Yeah.
Who are the biggest skeptics that you've transformed?
Well, I'd say Dr. Drew was a huge one. I mean, going into it, he really didn't know what to believe. He took a very scientific approach, and he had his own theories. And after seeing Steve-O's reading, there was a big transformation, and it was just really fascinating to get to see that. And then Steve-O himself, I mean, this is a man who's known for stapling his testicles to his leg. I had my work cut out for me. But he too got some healing, so it goes to show.
Really? Did he have ancestors that also stapled their testicles?
No, that wasn't hereditary.
No, okay.
No, but it would make sense it wouldn't be. They wouldn't have had
The
kids.
first generation, God bless. Right there, he wouldn't have been here.
Exactly.
Possibly.
Oh.
Hilarious. Now you start working on the next season.
Yes.
What can we look forward to?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm very excited.
Oh, that's right, because you don't
We don't know yet,
know.
but you know what? Maybe, and maybe you're psychic. And there you go. Season 5.
What am I getting?
What are you getting?
Well,
Shake the magic 8 ball.
came out on Netflix today. I
Yeah.
think you need a Beyonce moment.
I think
can we
we
make that happen?
Okay. Season 5, Beyonce.
Her ancestors are fierce, honey. I
Oh.
feel like that would be a good reading.
That would be amazing.
Right, I see you. You like that Beyonce answer. I see you, sister.
Exactly.
It's all good. Congratulations on all your beautiful work. And I love that you guys keep it honest, that you really don't know. People are obviously highly suspicious that you're Googling them, but
Right.
you keep them in the dark, right, Michael Corbett? Michael Corbett, the EP's here. Come here, boo. I know you want some camera time. Come here.
Absolutely.
Come
Come
on, he's
on
been on
over.
soap operas. He's been on Extra for years. EP
hey.
of Hollywood Media.
Yeah, so the deal is we do not reveal to him at all who he's reading, and we have sort of secret codes. So he arrives, he does not know anything until he opens that door, the cameras start rolling, and he goes. So he never knows who he's going
Is
to
there a
read.
list of people that he's like, I will not read so-and-so?
There is, but it's private. I've sent that an email to him before and been like, can we not do these?
There-
Because you read energy.
Exactly.
So I like that. I was expecting you to be like, no, I love everybody, but
I'm like, no, not you.
not that itch right there. I appreciate that to realness. Thank you for being transparent about that.
course. Yeah.
He doesn't want to waste his time on bad energy.
Well, no, not necessarily. He really doesn't. Although we have thrown him to the wolves sometimes.
Have you?
Yes, we absolutely have.
You have.
And he
And you
never
walk
knows.
through, he's like, great.
I'm like, "Oh, it worked out."
Oh, no, not. But he's always amazing.
Really?
So,
How
yeah.
do you make him pay for it when he does that?
Just complaints.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can't believe I had to read that
I'm like,
person.
did you really make me read that?
And what's
I
funny
love it.
is some of those readings are also some of the best. Some
That
of
is
the ones
true.
that
Really?
you found most challenging were
Yes.
also some of the best readings.
Exactly.
I can't wait to find out who, but we're going to finish this interview first. Thank you
Okay.
so much, MC. Be sure to watch the season finale of Hollywood Medium with Tyler Henry tonight on E!
Want more extra? Hit the subscribe button and the bell and never miss a video.